together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. We'll be joined here by my brother Tim in just a few minutes. But today we have a full baseball card for this Wednesday, the 27th. We do have some college football tomorrow, so there is that. We're slowly getting out of the dog days of summer here, as tomorrow it'll be 1 month left in the regular season for baseball. Oh, fantastic. My live odds page has crashed, so I don't have any live odds. This is awesome. But we have a month and a day left in the MLB regular season. And we got some college football, and we got things along those lines. But quick recap of yesterday. It was a 3-3 day for me, split out. Royals first 5 came through. Pittsburgh first 5 lost, but the team total over cashed. They lost that game 18-8. It was 3-2 at the end of 5. The Cubs put up 8 in the 6th, 1 in the 8th, 6 in the 9th, 2-2 and 2 in the 7th, 8th, and 9th for the Pirates. At Nationals game, stayed under. I had the over 9. They lost. Minnesota, just an embarrassing effort there. Minus 120 the first 5 loser. And then the night off with the Rock Stars of Colorado getting the job done, minus 110 winner there with the Rockies. And that was it, down 0.4 units, so basically down half a unit yesterday for me. So kind of a split out type of day. I am coming into the show with 3 plays. 2 of them are the obvious ones, and then 1 was a free pick video last night. I have a couple plays circled that I would like to back. So there's that as well. But welcome, Tim.
Hello. Yesterday on the site was perfect. It was a 4-0 day, and quite nice. We had the Royals in both games, which I found plus money in the first game. So plus 110, plus 104. Cash on both of those. Colorado Rockies on the money line, minus 108. Nice winner there. Over to the WNBA with the Indiana Fever, minus 121. Nice winner there. Could have taken the spread. Didn't really matter. They ended up winning by 5. So overall, really happy with how yesterday went. 4-0 day, and ready to keep rolling on the site.
There you go.
Are you able to go say hi to the chat while I quickly track a couple things?
Am I good?
Yeah, you're
My
fine.
reception's crap. What is going on?
You're fine.
I'm good now?
Yep.
All right. We'll head over to the chat, and then we will get into it. First, shout out to everybody. What's up, fellas? Let's have a day. What is good? Razor Sharp picks. Jose Ramirez, Stephen Kwan parlay. Hit parlay minus 125 will feed families. There you go. Someone told me a good strategy for baseball betting. Bet whatever lost yesterday and run it back. There you go. Don't bully Mr. Numbers today, Earl. No snippiness today. Fuck off. Happy Patrick Corbin Day. Yankees minus 2.5. That feels too easy. The Nationals or the what do you call it today? The Yankees today. We'll get into that, but that line seems a little interesting. I would like to get involved with potentially. Don't know how, but it's Cole versus Corbin, so you can imagine the world's going to be on the Yankees today. Happy Sean Manaea Day. Yeah. Let's see if the Mets can get another win on Sean Manaea Day. They've been awesome. on Sean Mania Day. Happy Logan Webb Day. Happy Mets are going to fall out of it day. They've already fallen out of it. We've already come to the conclusion that the Braves are a lock for the playoffs. We already know that. But let's get it. Good luck today, Earls and chat. What is good? Stop Geo. Ever notice Razor never loses? Best in the world. Yeah. The Royals are better than Cleveland, and they are underdogs. We'll get into that. That matchup is Michael Lorenzen and Gavin Williams today. So we'll get into that matchup there. Take the Giants today, says Fernando. I'm assuming they're against the Milwaukee Brewers. They are against the Milwaukee Brewers. And Tobias Myers. That's a fun little matchup there. But we'll get it started here with some baseball. Let me get up the MLB. There we go. All right. Pittsburgh Pirates minus 150, or Cubbies minus 115 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Let's see if I can get the live odds to load, and it looks like I am SOL on these live odds. That sucks. Thank you, the site I use, for being completely useless. Let me get it up on BetStamp then, and I can get the line history on Pinnacle. Actually, I can use the BetOnline line history here. It opened up for the Cubbies. It opened up at a minus 110. It's now minus 116. So we have a 6-cent line movement here towards the Cubbies. And this line opened up with it at an 8 at even money. It's now an 8 at minus 106. So we do have a move towards this over. And we have a move towards the Cubbies in this spot here. Let's take a look at the cash flow. And this one, where we have this line, 29% of the tickets and 65% of the cash on the Pirates. The line's moving slightly towards the Cubbies, though, which is interesting. And then we have 89% of tickets, 85% of cash on the over. The line moving slightly towards it. We have Justin Steele for the Cubbies going against Jared Jones, making his first start coming off the IL. Justin Steele, 3.04 ERA, 1.09 WHIP, 11.48 strikeouts per nine, which is 31%, 3.04 walks per nine, a 266 BABIP, 309 FIP, and a 3.24 SIERA. The bullpen edge goes towards the Cubbies. The hitting edge goes towards the Cubbies, 111 WRC plus, which is 13th, compared to 95, which is 23rd. I don't know what to expect from Jared Jones in this game. That's the ultimate question mark for this spot for me. Other than that, I lean Cubbies, I guess, but the way this game is looking for me, I don't know if I want to back the Cubbies off of scoring 18 runs last game, because we saw what happened the last time they scored more than 10. They got shut down by, Adam Aller.
Yeah.
The Marlins last time scored 14 runs the previous day. So I guess I lean Cubs, but not enough for me to want to go ahead and bet it.
I think I'm going to take a spot in this game. And it's going to be a little bit weird. What did we just see yesterday from this game? Nick?
A blowout. And a way over.
Ah, there you go. I knew you'd be able to figure it out. You know what that means, right? I'm grabbing the under today.
This game's under.
I think Steele pitches well. And when it comes to it, I don't trust either of these teams' offenses. Now, I know we saw that last night. Also, it's gone down to 7.5. I'm seeing some 7.5s. So I'm gonna take the under in this game. I think this is like a 3-2 type of game. I lean Chicago, but I just want to take an under in this one.
Yeah, Chicago's an interesting team right now because I believe they're back up to equal 500 now. Yep, they're back up to equal 500 now. And, I think they're 5.5 behind for the wild card. So there's that. But, yeah. The Cubbies have a relatively easy schedule coming up for those who look at strength of schedule. If they want to get back in the race, Pittsburgh, Washington, Pittsburgh. Then they have Yankees, Dodgers, but then Colorado, Oakland, Washington, Philly, Cincinnati at the end of the year. So they have the schedule to make a little bit of a run. the
They're
Cubbies,
not going to.
if they can put together wins. Question is, will they?
No, I don't think so. But we'll see. I just don't see the Cubs doing anything the rest of the year. Roberts on the Cubs. I would think that way. Steele. Hey, if he's striking out guys, that's a very good sign. Gentlemen, hope we all had a good night. Had a good day. We have the Padres on the run line today.
I mean, I won't talk people off of betting the Padres right now. That team is looking really strong.
I mean, yeah, they're looking okay. Pirates strike out. Hell, yeah, the Pirates do strike out a lot, so I understand that one. Versus lefties, yes, they do. What's up, 446? Big over. Earle did such a fantastic job on the Mets roundtable. He was very generous helping out us. It's not a small channel. They're actually bigger than us. I know you're trying to be funny and everything, but no, I mean, yeah, it was a lot of fun to be on there last night. But no, they got a bigger channel than we do. So, Cubs run line. As long as it stays under, whatever works. This one might hurt me a little bit, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Kansas City Royals. An interesting line movement with this one here. I see it opened up at $1.25 for the Guardians. It's now minus 149, minus 150 range. So a big move towards these Cleveland Guardians on this one here. For the total, it opened up at an 8.5 at minus 105. It's now a 9 at minus 106. So potentially, they're saying that who's pitching? Lorenzen's vulnerable in this game, which I kind of agree with. Let's get into it. 74% of tickets and 68% of cash is on the Guardians. The line's moving towards them pretty significantly. 95% of tickets, 95% of cash on the over in this spot as well. Michael Lorenzen, Gavin Williams. Lorenzen, 2.03 ERA, 1.09 whip, 5.74 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%, 3.04 walks per nine, a 228 BABIP, a 399 FIP, and a 502 SIERA. On the flip side, Gavin Williams has kind of struggled, but his numbers suggest some positive regression. 5.79 ERA, 1.41 whip, 11.19 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 3.47 walks per nine, a 323 BABIP, a 4.2 FIP, and a 3.65 SIERA. The bullpen edge goes towards the Cleveland Guardians. The hitting edge, though, goes towards the Kansas City Royals, 126 WRC+, which is 5th, compared to 91, which is 23rd. I kind of see this, and this is another game where I don't know if I'm getting involved with it. I see this as a regression type of game because Michael Lorenzen's numbers suggest that he should be getting hit a lot harder, and Gavin Williams' numbers suggest he should be pitching a lot better. When you're throwing a 5.79 ERA with a 3.65 SIERA, tells me that you should be pitching a lot better. And Lorenzen throwing a 2.03 ERA but a 5.02 SIERA. I see negative regression for Lorenzen here. The only question is, can the Guardians hit him? And they've not really been hitting as of late with that 91 WRC+, which is ultimately going to keep me off the game. If I had to play anything, gun to the head, it's Guardians -1 for me, actually.
I'm going to stick with I wish I made the bold take for this series, although I've bet it now every single game. Give me the Royals. I know it's our boy Gavin. But at the end of the series, the Royals will be tied in first place for the division. Actually, are they tied already?
They play 4. They play 4. They're a game behind.
There's another game tomorrow for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. There is.
They played a double.
Yeah, they played a doubleheader yesterday. Yep, never mind. We're good. I think at the end of the day, they're tied for the division. And at the end of the day tomorrow, they're first place in the division. I took them I got +135. I took the Royals. I'm high on this Royals team, obviously, if I keep on betting them like this. So I'm going to keep running with the Royals. +135, a little bit of a dog price, road dog.
Fair. Yeah, it's a pass for me with a lean towards Cleveland.
Why is he even a wrench? Dude's a clown. I don't know. I gave it to him because I felt nice one day, and I've just been too lazy to take it away. But I should. Royals, oh my gosh. They do have more subs. I didn't know. ESB is better. Well, yeah, you hate the Mets, dude. You're okay. I'm gonna actually do that. Cleveland pitcher, 9.5 hits per 9 innings. He will give up. Salvador Perez looks like a man on a mission. He has been great lately. Have to take the Royals plus 130. They are the better team to me. Plus money, gotta take it. It's like I've been saying, the Royals have been the better team all year. Cleveland can't be that big of a fave, although I love Gavin. Cleveland gets lots of people on base, though. They don't hit in the clutch. Yeah. What does the wrench mean? It's a mod on the thing. It looks bad, and yeah, I'll take care of it. You're good. Appreciate it. I didn't even notice that until I looked at the chat again. So let's head to the next game, Nick.
Fair. Let's take a look. Let's get up the next one here, which is the LA Angels and the Detroit Tigers, the marquee matchup of the night. I'm kidding. There's the Rangers and the White Sox. So my bad. That's a much, much bigger matchup there. LA Angels, Detroit Tigers, minus 145 for the Tigers. The line opened up at a 153. It's down to a 150 now. It did get down to the 145 when I typed it up. So a little bit of buyback there once it hit the 145. And taking a look at the total, it opened up at a 9.5 at minus 105. It's now a 9 at minus 122. So we do have a move towards the under, but it's still juiced towards the over now in this one here. Taking a look at the cash flow in this spot, we have 83% of tickets and 71% of the cash on the Tigers. So the line moving towards the Angels. And we have 54% of the tickets are on the over, but 51% of the cash on the under. So kind of a split on the total. You don't see that very often. It is kind of a high total for a Detroit Tigers team that does struggle to hit a little bit there. So I can understand why people would like the under in this game. I kind of do as well. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup. It's Johnny Cueto and Brant Herter. That's an interesting matchup there. We're seeing 5.5 for this first 5. Let's take a look at this. What do you call it? I'm trying to get more numbers on these two pitchers because this is a shit show of a pitching matchup. Johnny Cueto is still in the MLB, by the way. He actually had a decent start in his last game with the Angels, where he went 6 1/3 innings, gave up 3 runs on 8 hits, 2 walks, with only 1 strikeout, but he's never been a strikeout pitcher. Kind of interesting that he's gotten another chance to pitch in the majors. He pitched okay against a Kansas City team that's been hitting pretty well. On the flip side, it is Brant Herter, which it looks like a bullpen game. Nope, he went 6 innings against the Yankees, gave up 2 runs on 6 hits. His last start, though, was in Chicago, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits and 3 2/3 innings pitched. It feels like, and I don't know if it's just me, Tim, this Detroit Tigers starting rotation is Tariq Skubal and a bunch of relievers. Am I wrong? With all the injuries they've had on their rotation, it feels like, we have the what? We have obviously Tariq Skubal, then we have the Brant Herters, and then we have the Holtons, and we've got it's just a new guy every day, it feels like, with this Detroit Tigers team. There's no way in hell I'm laying $1.50 on them. I will tell you that for sure. I'm interested in backing Johnny Cueto in this game. The market suggests he pitches well. And maybe this is a first 5 under because neither team hits pretty well. Neither team hits. 89 WRC plus, which is 24th for the Tigers. And the Angels are dead last, which is righties, 79 WRC plus, which is 30th. Bullpens suck for LA. Detroit's bullpen's okay, per se. But I think this is a first 5 under to get my card started. And I can get 5.5 in this game at minus 130 on Fanatics. I'm going to back Johnny Cueto in this game.
Yeah, you could say it's a Cueto spot. You could say it's whatever. I'm going to call it.
Stop it. Get some help.
And then I'm going to cross out the game and move on. I don't see a point in betting this game. I'm not going to fault you for wanting to go after it. That's fine. I see no point in doing it. Not a game I want to get involved in. I'm not betting on Cueto. I know he's pitched once. He was all right in the start, but I don't need to go after him, and I'm not going after a bullpen game with the Tigers. Never laying that much with the Tigers. So, no, I'm not going to be interested in this one.
Yeah, I'm shopping around. The book that I thought I was going to be betting this on is now offering the under 5.5 at minus 140. So, I got to figure this out whether or not I'm okay with that at a 5, or do I need the 5.5? Because if I need the 5.5, because I kind of want 3-2 to be a winner, not a push. So I'm gonna shop around here. I'm seeing 5.5 minus 130 on FanDuel as well, potentially. Or first 5 under is 5 at minus 105 ESPN bet. Let me take a look what I can do there.
There you go. I got Razor. I appreciate it. I took care of it. What's up, Razor? There you go. Don't you dare touch my wrench. Whoops. Yo-Yo Money Markel. Tigers are online. Angels suck. Happy Johnny Cueto Day. Tigers are hot. Ride the wave. Are the Tigers actually hot? They played the White Sox, dude.
They've been playing okay.
They swept the White Sox. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Cubs. You know what? They did take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees, and they swept the Seattle Mariners. But come on, call me crazy. I like the under in this game. I don't think that's crazy. They're on 5. Yeah, they suck. Tigers best pitching staff in the MLB. I said every day. I don't think so. Nope.
They're mediocre. I mean, they got the best pitcher in baseball. Want to know what's crazy is, and I'm going to actually let me get the exact numbers for this up real quick before I go ahead and say it, because I don't want to say wrong information, because this could have changed. With what do you call it? But I believe there is one pitcher in baseball that has 15 wins so far. And he pitches for a team that is 66-66.
Is it Scooble?
Scooble.
Wow.
I think Scooble is the only. Now let me make sure, because that could have changed. Nope, he's still the only pitcher with 15 plus wins. He's 15-4, I believe, on the year. 15-4. The other pitchers that are at 14 are Seth Lugo, Carlos Rodon, and Chris Sale. Barrios has 13 wins this year, by the way.
There you go. I'm on Tigers run line. Get a Tigers money line. You guys want to join my Thursday night football stream next week? Let me know. I would, but it's the Baltimore Ravens playing, and I'm probably not gonna be able to watch much of it with her. But my girlfriend's a big Ravens fan, so we'll watch part of the game together. We'll see. We should just go to Vegas and link up. Okay. Tigers are hot. Logan Webb should have 15. His team, yeah. I agree with that one. Because some random guy comes in and takes away my wrench, and you do it, Earle? How disrespectful. No, disrespectful is you constantly shit-talking the Mets, even like when they're not even talking about them. Having to bring up the same things every single day. It gets old, and we shouldn't have a mod that does that. So if you can mature up, maybe you get it back. We'll see. F it. Bring her on too. It's a party. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Let's head to Razors Phillies that couldn't cover a run line.
Yeah, that was an interesting game yesterday. But by the way, first 5 under 5.5. I got it at minus 135. A little juicy, but I wanted that. I wanted the 5.5 to be able to have that be a winner at 3-2 rather than a loser. This line opened up with the Phillies as minus 140 favorites. It's now down to a 134. So we have a 6-cent line movement here towards the Astros. And this line opened up at an 8 and minus 120. It's now an 8.5 minus 121. So we have a move towards the over, and we have a move towards these Phillies, or move towards the Astros, my bad, with 78% of the tickets and 92% of the cash is on the Phillies. So all the money on the Phillies, most of the tickets, basically all the money on the Phillies. And they're saying, hey, you want to keep betting the Phillies? We'll make them cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. 74% of the tickets, 70% of the cash on the over. The line is moving towards this over. Aaron Nola taking on Justin Verlander. We attempted to fade Verlander in his last start, and it somewhat worked, and it was because of the bullpen, really, not Verlander, because Verlander actually looked pretty good in his first start back against the Red Sox. Got off to that rough start in the first inning, but after that, he just put it on cruise control. 2 earned runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and 5 innings pitched against the Boston Red Sox. And on the flip side, Aaron Nola has kind of struggled as of late, or he's been okay, but I expect struggles for him. 3.45 ERA, 1.71 WHIP, 5.9 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%, 3.14 walks per 9, a 370 BABIP, a 5.12 FIP, and a 4.80 SIERA. The bullpen edge goes towards the Astros. The hitting edge goes towards the Astros, 111 WRC plus, which is 10th, compared to 96, which is 19th. I think this is Astros for me. Bounce back after losing yesterday. I think they got the better pitcher on the mound with Verlander against Nola. And everything kind of correlates. The line's moving towards the Astros with all the money on the Phillies. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move on them here. It's plus 125 over on Fanatics. Give me the Astros.
I'm actually going to take the over here. And the main reason why behind that one is I want to take I feel like this is, I don't want to say it's a too easy under, but the fact that you have these 2 pitchers going at it and the total is up, it's actually moved from it's around a 9 now. I got 8.5, but I like the over. I expect the Phillies to be able to hit off of Verlander, and Nola hasn't been that crazy good. Well, actually, he's been all right, but okay. He faced Atlanta, who's struggling to hit, and Washington, who's whatever. I think he gets hit a little bit by the Astros. I could easily see this game being 4-4 at one point. I'm going to take the over. I got 8.5 at minus 120.
Yeah, I got plus 125. Houston Astros money line here.
There you go. 446. Razor's not random. He is not. It's just Mets, little 446 guy. It's just the Met. I got you. What's up with these cash cows? The Phillies were won yesterday or what? No, they weren't. They weren't that big of a favorite.
No.
Line seems a little high.
Nope. Unless they moved up that much, but I didn't see it.
Houston first 5. Minus 140 versus Verlander and a good Houston team. Yeah, I feel like that is a little bit high. Houston is good at hitting. Minus 125 Phillies boost. Fanatics boost. See, if you're gonna make it like that's okay. Phillies are back. They will beat down the cheating Astros. Astros bullpen is taxed. I think Hader and Abreu are out for this game. Okay. Bregman hit and Altuve hit parlay, minus 144. A little bit too juicy for me, but I wish you luck. Let's keep on rolling, Nick.
Yeah, we have this interesting matchup here. Garrett Cole versus Patrick in this game. Am I buffering again? I keep getting the spin pinwheel of death.
No, you're fine.
There we go. My reset. I feel like there we go. This line opened up with the New York Yankees as minus 225 favorites. It's now minus 230. So we have a 5-cent line movement towards the Yankees here in this game. Taking a look at the cash flow in this spot. Line opened up at a 8.5 at minus 120. It's now a 9 at even money. So we do have a move towards the over, but it feels like just really the juice moving in this one more than anything. But we do have a move from 8.5 to 9. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here. 84% of tickets, 83% of the cash is on the over. The line moving towards the over. 93% of tickets, 98% of cash on the Yankees. Line's moved a couple cents, but not really enough for me to feel super confident about that. We have Garrett Cole and Patrick Corbin. Obviously, the pitching advantage here, we know where that's going. Patrick Corbin's elite, so but I'm just kidding. Garrett Cole's been really strong as of late. 1.17 ERA, 1.13 WHIP, 9.39 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 3.52 walks per nine, a 293 BABIP, a 2.38 FIP, and a 3.94 CR. On the flip side, Patrick Corbin, 8.1 ERA, 1.97 WHIP, 8.1 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%, 2.7 walks per nine, a 436 BABIP, a 5.18 FIP, and a 4.22 CR. Bullpen edge towards the Yankees, hitting edge towards the Yankees, 124 WRC plus, which is third against lefties, compared to 109, which is 14th. I mean, I feel like everybody is I know all the casuals will probably have Yankee money line in a parlay. Probably Yankees team total over, Yankees run line. Something tells me this game finishes like 4-3 Yankees, where the Yankees don't cover the run line. The game goes under the total, but the Yankees win, so they don't pay out the plus 200s on the opposite side with the Nationals. Very similar to when they played the Phillies with Corbin a couple Corbin starts ago, when that game finished 3-2. It's not a game I'm going to get involved with, but I can only look towards the Nationals in this game. Am I wrong with that one there? To look at the Nationals, maybe a first five with the Nats.
I'm listening to what you're saying. I kind of agree with it. The fact that the run line won't hit, but the Nationals are not going to win this game. You know what that kind of puts me on?
Plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5. And I'm going to end up doing it. Do you know why? The only reason why I'll do it? It's plus 129. I agree. I don't see them paying out that big of a money line ticket. And Yankee money line is, and the run line's minus 140. I mean, they're a big road favorite, so it makes sense. But I would never take the run line. It's way too expensive. And that's why the way you're saying it, this could easily be a 3-2 or 4-3 type of game. I like the under in this one. I would kind of lean towards the under, but I took the Nationals plus 1.5. I got it at plus 129. Plus 131. It moved when I bet it.
Yeah, it's kind of juicy, but you can get minus 135 for the Nationals first five plus 1.5. Like, that's kind of appealing to me. There's the Nationals first five plus 1.5 at minus 135 is kind of a lean for me in this game as well. I need to take a deeper look at it. I would like to back the Nationals in this game. I think I would. And I think I would like to take the first five here. I'm going to take the I'm going to take the first five, and I'm just going to go for the score. Give me plus 200, Nationals first five money line.
There you go. Erasing my comment. Nope. I didn't do anything to your comments. You're just being dramatic. Relax. Soto, 3+ hits. Okay. He ignored my comment. No, I did not. I'm not ignoring your comments. Stop throwing a fit like a little girl. Verdugo made a hell of a catch yesterday, though. Good for him. So did Judge. Yeah. You know what? He did what an MVP should do. He hits and he makes really good plays in the field. He plays good defense. So yeah, that's what an MVP should do. An MVP is somebody who should be
just
the
like
best player on both sides of the ball. And Judge is that for the American League. As much as I hate it, as much as I hate the Yankees and hate Judge, he's the MVP. We know this already because he is the best offensive player and he's a very solid defender, as most MVPs should be. To keep things edgy, Yankees minus 2.5. Yankees minus 3.5. I don't see any of those hitting. Patrick Corbin, no win, minus 125. How is that minus 125? That would mean that him to get a win is like even money. I'm sorry, that doesn't seem like the right number. They silenced my comment. No, I did not. Okay. I don't know what you're doing, 446. Can you please stop crying? Actually, Corbin is minus 700. Yeah, I was about to say. Judge stolen base. I don't know if you're going to get that one. Focus people. No. That ball wasn't going out of the park. Anyway, Judge went and caught it. Yes, I agree. But Kansas City, yes. Parlay, Pat Corbin, no win. And Bobby Witt to get a hit minus 1,000. You'll get some banger odds. No, I know it's going to be juiced. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Juan. Let's keep on rolling through the games, Nick.
Yeah. We have the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. We have the Red Sox minus 135 favorites, total of 9.5. The Blue Jays swept the doubleheader yesterday. They are playing loose, and they are playing with nothing to lose, and they're playing the young guys, and they are actually not looking terrible. Line up with the Red Sox is minus 135 favorites. It's now up to a 143. We do have minus 138 to a 143, a 5-cent line movement towards the Red Sox. And for the total, it opened up at a 9.5 minus 115. It's now a 9.5 at minus 123, an 8-cent line movement towards set over in this game as well, with 62% of the tickets and 66% of the cash on the over in this game, the line moving towards it. 73% of the tickets, 71% of the cash is on the Red Sox as well, the line moving away from it. This is really appealing for going over the total in this game. Let's get into it here. We have Yariel Rodriguez, and it looks like potentially Cooper Criswell would be the pitcher in this game, I think I was seeing. Let me take a look at what Covers has. Cooper Criswell. Let me grab his numbers here, which he pitched, I think, really well against the Astros in his last start, if I remember right. Let me get Cooper Criswell's numbers up here because it was undecided when I typed this up this morning. So let's get this up here. Cooper Criswell, Yariel Rodriguez. I'm not a fan of Rodriguez. I don't think I don't think he's very good. 5.75 ERA, 1.48 WHIP, 9.3 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%. 4.43 walks per nine, a 283 BABIP, a 607 FIP, and a 4.47 SIERA. On the flip side, Cooper Criswell, 6.17 ERA, or 6.14 ERA, 1.77 WHIP, 4.3 strikeouts per nine, which is 10%. 3.68 walks per nine, a 358 BABIP, a 4.33 FIP, and a 5.38 SIERA. The bullpen edge goes towards the towards the Red Sox. I think the only team with a worse bullpen than the Blue Jays right now is the White Sox. And the hitting edge does go towards the Red Sox as well. 127 WRC plus, which is fourth, compared to 125, which is sixth. I think this game goes over the total. And I think that's where I would like to go in this game is the over. And I think that's where I'm going to end up landing because I'm seeing I'm seeing 10s out there now. I'd grab this 9.5 before it moves to a 10. And I'm going to move on a double up spot in this game. I'm going to take the first 5 full game over. I see this as a game that's going to soar over. I don't see either of these pitchers pitching well. And I'm getting 5 at minus 115 and 9.5 full game. So first 5 full game over. I'm going to double up on this spot. It's kind of the making of a sharp over. Not completely, but we have 62% of the tickets and 66% of the cash is on the over. So it's not like an overly public over. Got 2 bad bullpens, or 2 bad teams, 2 bad bullpen, or 2 bad pitchers, 2 bad bullpens, 2 teams that are hitting really well. I'll double up on this over. First 5 in full game for me.
I'll be quick with this. It's a Blue Jay game. I don't bet Blue Jay games. I bet like 10 of them all year, and they played 130. So I look at the Blue Jay games, I cross them out, and I move on. So I'll be quick with it. Complete stay away spot for me. You're missing them. No, we're not. We just did not get to that one when we did. That was one that we ended before that one, and then we got to it. We got to all your comments. Shut up. Anybody want a rabbit? It's being
We get to everybody's comments.
being annoying right now. Yeah, I could eat. I'm parlaying all the Yankees to get one hit. No, he's not. You guys just need to ignore him. That's all. Not that hard. He's a good guy, but he does do too much at times. Yeah. Gee, thanks, Fernando. Are the Jays hot? They've been playing better, but they're already out of it, so it doesn't matter.
They're playing well right now. I like their offense.
There you go.
All right. We'll move into the next game, though. It's the never lose Atlanta Braves taking on the Minnesota Twins, and this line is a pick'em, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history. Let me get that up here. My site's still not working, so I have to go to Bet Online. Line history. Here we go. This line opened up with the Minnesota Twins as -115 favorites. It's now -105. So we have a 10-cent line movement towards Atlanta. And for the total in this game, we have this line opened up in an 8 -115. It's now an 8 at -120. A 5-cent line movement towards the over here as well. Take a look at the cash flow. We have 48% of the tickets and 90% of the cash on the Twins, but yet this line's moved 10 cents towards the Braves. And 78% of the tickets and 76% of the cash is on the over in this spot here. Spencer Schwellenbach has been kind of a beast. 3.65 ERA, 1.97 whip, 12.41 strikeouts per 9, which is 35%, 1.82 walks per 9, a 291 BABIP, but 2.72 FIP, and a 2.43 SIERA. On the flip side, Simone Woods Richardson, 5.18 ERA, 1.40 whip, 8.51 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 3.7 walks per 9, a 275 BABIP, a 5.18 FIP, and a 4.57 SIERA. I expect him to continue to struggle here. The bullpen edge goes towards the Braves. The hitting edge slightly goes towards the Twins, 118 WRC plus, which is 7th, compared to 111, which is 11th. This is Braves or nothing for me. The big bets are coming in on the Twins, but yet this line's moving away from them is confusing. I see this as another game where the Braves just continue winning and just lock up their playoff spot. So this is Braves or nothing for me. I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to pull the trigger on it, though.
I already pulled the trigger on something. It's not the Braves. I took Minnesota. And I took them -1.5 at +194. I took a shot with them because I don't care what the score says from yesterday, saying 10-6. That game was 9-1. That was a blowout. And if this Twins team is anything of what they say they are, this should be a bounce back spot, especially at home. So I'm taking the Twins, and I'm taking a little bit of a shot with the Twins. I took them +194 on the run line, bounce back spot for them. Yeah. Any bases / home run props that you guys like? I could piss somebody off right now and say a certain player. Frankie Lindor. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm not. Even though it's going to go against one of our plays, let's go with Mr. Connor Norby. Connor Norby or Alec Burleson. There you go. Why do all the money bag parlays have the Braves in them? Great question. Can I have my wrench back? No. Jays are hot. He's definitely didn't look at the stats. 8-2 win streak. Yeah, they are. I just don't bet their games. Why am I the only one that said that then? I was going to say something positive about the Braves, but they look like it. So I'll keep quiet. They might ban me. Not going to ban you. There's very few reasons on why we ban people in the chat. And talking about teams is not going to do it. Bringing up politics, bringing up religion, or saying any racial comments or anything, that will get you banned. Talking about a team will not. Twins money line. Hey, I'm hoping your Twins can bounce back. Let's jump into this one, Nick.
Yeah, we have the San Diego Padres and the St. Louis Cardinals. We have the Padres minus 130 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. If this will click, that'll be cool. There we go. This line opened up with the Padres as minus 135 favorites. It's down to a 133. And then we have this line opened up a 7.5 minus 115. Now it's an 8 at minus 111. So another move towards the over here. Expecting the Padres to hit in this game. 94% of tickets, 95% of cash is on the over. 75% of tickets and 96% of the cash on the Padres. In this spot here, we have Miles Mikolas and Dylan Cease. Cease, 3.04 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 9.51 strikeouts per 9. Which is 25%, 4.18 walks per 9, a 313 BABIP, a 355 FIP, and a 408 CR. On the other side, Mikolas, 5.96 ERA, 1.40 WHIP, 6.66 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 3.4 walks per 9, a 341 BABIP, a 3.17 FIP, and a 4.04 CR. The bullpen edge goes towards the Padres. The hitting edge goes towards the Padres. 130 WRC plus, which is third, compared to 94, which is 21st. It's a no play for me. This feels like a tricky spot, and for whatever reason, the Cardinals look like a little bit appealing in this game. I expect Mikolas to pitch better than his 5.96 ERA the last 30 days. But is it against the San Diego Padres team? I don't think I can trust them for that. It's a lean at that, but that's a no play for me.
Yeah. I feel like if there was a game that San Diego would have lost, it would have been last game. Actually, they didn't play Sunday Night Baseball, but and actually it wasn't even close. I don't know what I'm talking about. No, yesterday was Monday. No, never mind. I was thinking about something else. Would have been yesterday after a little bit of a letdown spot, traveling from San Diego to St. Louis after beating the Mets on a walk-off. I don't want to fade the San Diego Padres right now. Dylan Cease has been really good, besides, the Mets actually being able to hit him. There's no reason for me to want to go after this one. It is San Diego or nothing. San Diego's another team that just does not stop winning, and they pretty much locked themselves into a spot. So I'm not going to go after anything in this game. It would be a lean towards San Diego, but I didn't feel the need to get to it.
Fair.
Harper over 1.5 bases plus 110. Cashed in his last 4 games. There you go. Tim just made my breakfast come up saying Lindor hit a homer. Stop it. St. Louis money line watched the Padres bats disappear. I hope so eventually, but I just don't see that happening. This team just doesn't stop winning. Barcelona and the over. Sneaky over. Could be. Cease has been shaky. Step up. I don't think he's been shaky. The Mets know how to hit Cease. That's it. Morning, gentlemen. Chat full of rookies. System plays never in doubt. Last night, Philadelphia and Colorado. Yeah. I mean, Philadelphia didn't cover their run line, but it is what it is. We've got 6 games left.
Yeah, we got the Brewers and the Giants. Pick 'em. Total is 7.5 for this game. Let's get into the line history in this spot here, where we have this game opened up at plus 103 for the Brewers. It's now minus 110, so we have a little dog to favorite here for these Milwaukee Brewers. And this line opened up at a 7.5 minus 110, and it's now a 7.5 minus 115. So a slight move towards the over and a decent move towards the Brewers in this spot here. Definitely making Milwaukee appealing in this game. 55% of tickets, 94% of cash is on them. Lines move towards them. Very appealing there. 95% of tickets, 85% of cash is on the over in this spot as well. The line moving 5 cents towards the under. I could see the under a little bit in this game, but let's get into it. Tobias Myers and Logan Webb. Logan Webb, 0.96 ERA, 0.75 whip the last 30 days. He's looked great. 7.47 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%. 1.45 walks per nine, or 216 BABIP, but 1.99 FIP, and a 3.37 CR. On the flip side, Tobias Myers, 2.08 ERA, 1.12 whip, 7.62 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 1.73 walks per nine, a 289 BABIP, a 3.4 FIP, and a 406 SIERA. The bullpen edge goes towards these Brewers. The hitting edge goes towards the Brewers, 112 WRC plus, which is 9th, compared to 97, which is 18th. Let's take a look at the one thing I wanted to take a look at with Logan Webb. He's pitched good as of late. 3 of his last 4 starts were in San Fran, where he pitches really well. He is a home road splits pitcher, 2.26 ERA at home, a 4.11 on the road. And this Brewers team has gone from dog to favorite. The big bets are on them. This tells me the Brewers are the play in this game. And I would like to move on Milwaukee in this spot. I'm seeing minus 115 over on Fanatics. I'm going to move on this one here with the Brewers in this game. Full game. Brewers money line for me.
I'm jumping on the Brewers too. I was close to grabbing the run line, but I could easily see this being a one-run game, like a 4-3, 3-2 type of game. So I didn't feel that I needed to, or I wanted to go after big plus money, although it was like plus 190, plus 195 for the run line. So it's awfully enticing. But I just took the Brewers. Obviously, I'm still high on this Brewers team. I have all these futures on them. Although I can't find their last couple of games, which is quite annoying. Have they played? Did they play yesterday, Milwaukee? No. They did play Sunday, though. They lost on Sunday. So they took 2 out of 3 from Oakland. I like Milwaukee to get the job done. Day off. I think the day off is going to be really good for them coming back from Oakland. So I did take them. I got them at minus 111 on the money line.
Yeah.
So you're saying Lindor home run? I'll probably take his over bases, to be honest. Don't do it. Lindor's a fraud. Yeah, go check his numbers. Do Judge homer, a real MVP. Well, he's only a real MVP because he plays in the field. All MVPs should be able to play in the field. So you're a rookies because you're also in the chat. Swept WNBA yesterday. Fever, Liberty spread. Mystic spread in the under. There you go. I had the Fever spread. That was nice. I'm a rookie now. Now what happens? He only said Lindor homer to piss me off. He was kidding. No, I'll take him over his bases though. Because he's been consistent. Supness. Giants. Did you guys have a lean on the total for the free pick videos? I was thinking over for Colorado while under for Jacksonville. I would take the over for Colorado, and the only reason why is I want Colorado scoring a lot of points. So, because I think that they're going to win the game by 20 plus points. So I could see Colorado putting up a bunch against North Dakota State. Nick, Jacksonville game? Jacksonville State, I should say.
Under. If I had to bet a side, I think I mentioned it during the free pick video that I lean towards the under. I think that Coastal is going to be able to run the ball against Jacksonville State a little bit, and Jacksonville State should be able to do the same against Coastal. I expect a ground and pound type of game. I think that line is a little high, but I like Coastal better, obviously. But yeah.
Okay. Logan Webb win. No, thank you. Rookies, I swear, take the Giants. Brewers never lose like Razor. That's not sure. Ramos hit. Wade hit Parley. There we go. Giant smash spot. Nope. Shout out Fernando. Let's keep on rolling because we got this ugly game.
Yeah, we have the Texas Rangers and the Chicago White Sox minus 135 for the Rangers. Total 8.5 in this game. And I was very, very frustrated to wake up to see this game at an 8.5 because this was an 8 last night, and I did a free pick video for this game, and I took it at I took the first 5 under at 4 in this game. That was the free pick video. This line opened up. At a 150. It's down to a 138. So we do have a decent move towards the White Sox in this game. And then looking at the total in this game, the line opened up at an 8 up to an 8.5. Damn it. That makes me really nervous about what I got. 91% of tickets, 89% of cash is on the over in this game. The line moving towards the over. And then 19% of the tickets and 64% of the cash is on the White Sox. The line's moving towards the White Sox here in this one. I mean, it's White Sox or nothing for me if I'm looking at betting this game. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup. Andrew Heaney and Garrett Crochet. Heaney, 5.18 ERA, 1.15 whip, 9.62 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 2.22 walks per nine, a 273 BABIP, a 4.28 FIP, and a 3.74 SIERA. On the flip side, Garrett Crochet, 7.27 ERA, 1.473 whip, 11.94 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 3.12 walks per nine, a 383 BABIP, a 605 FIP, but a 3.44 SIERA. Both these pitchers have SIERAs sub 4, but ERAs the last 30 days above 5. Both these bullpens are terrible. Lean towards the Rangers there. And the Rangers have the hitting edge at 61 WRC plus against lefties, which is 28th, compared to the improved White Sox, who are now 42 WRC plus instead of 34. So that, which is dead last in baseball. For me, these are two pitchers that I have projected for positive regression, and two teams that can't hit at all. So this is a first 5 under 4 for me with the lean towards the White Sox.
This is another game I kind of pressed the 1-800-GAMBLER button and moved on. It is awfully enticing that to go and look at the Rangers here at plus money on the run line, just because of how bad the White Sox are, and we all know how bad the White Sox are because they were the quickest team ever to 100 losses, and they did it by the 25th. I think, yeah. Nick, do you know how many games the White Sox have won since the All-Star break?
Well, like 2?
You have an idea?
No.
4. They've won 4 games since the All-Star break. The All-Star break was almost 2 months ago. This team is historically bad.
Yeah. They're historically bad, but yet the defending World Series champions are minus 135 road favorites against the worst team in modern baseball history.
Yeah.
I didn't bet the White Sox, but that's the only way I can look in this game. Only way I can look in this game is White Sox.
And you look at a lot of their losses lately, it's all by run lines. So it's awfully interesting to look at that and I'd be intrigued to go after Texas, but I feel like I should have been kind of blindly betting against the White Sox on a run line every single game, and I would have been really good. But I'm not going to get involved with it at this point.
Watch. Something tells me the White Sox are not only going to win a game in this series, but they're going to win 2 out of 3 in this series.
Rangers minus 1.5. 5 innings of White Sox bullpen. Wait until I bet it. Won't talk you off of that. The Rangers are the World Series. Okay, yeah. You've said that about 1 million times. You're good. Happy Gavin Williams and Patrick Corbin Day. Going to be a sweat, fun Nerfies. So you don't like Gavin Williams. Guess who will be back
No, he does.
for the Rangers sooner or later?
He's betting Nerfy.
Take a guess. Yeah, DeGrom, who's going to pitch.
I forgot he still plays baseball.
Yeah, fantastic signing for the Rangers. They gave him a shit ton of money, and I think he's going to be pitching in his 6th game, 7th game for him. Oh, in his 2nd year. Yeah, great job. He needed to record a win, so obviously Nerfy Crochet will blow it probably. Heaney over strikeouts. DeGrom will return. Met fans get excited. I'm actually quite happy the Mets didn't sign him. I was happy the Mets didn't sign him because
Yeah.
that would have been another. The funny
Huge
thing
props
is,
to
the funny thing is because he's on the Rangers, no one's going to say shit about it. If the Mets signed him to that contract and then he got hurt 6 games in and hasn't pitched in over a year, it would be low Mets, low Mets, low Mets. But because he's on the Rangers, who cares? And I know they won the World Series or whatever. But it does not matter. Man of Steel against the returning Jared Jones. Yes. There's another shot. Okay. Padres in Detroit run line. Seager home run. I can see a Seager home run. Seager, Duran, and Jung hit. Go for it. You seem to do well with your parlays like that. So go ahead. Let's keep on rolling.
Yeah, this was one of the games I bet pre-show. I got the Rockies -1 at -109 on this game. We have the GOAT, Cal Quantrill, on the mound taking on Roddery Munoz. Both these pitchers have been downright terrible the last 30 days. 0.8 ERA, 1.82 whip, 8.85 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 4.43 walks, a 6.02 FIP, and a 4.59 Sierra. On the flip side, Kyle Quantrill, 7.5 ERA, 1.72 whip, 7.5 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 4.5 walks per 9, a 327 BABIP, a 6.39 FIP, and a 5.26 Sierra. Both bullpens suck. Both teams can't hit. 98 WRC plus, which is 17th for the Marlins, and 83, which is 27th for the Rockies. I expect both these pitchers to get hit in this game. If you like either side, you take the run line -1.5 on either side because I think there's a lot of variance in this game. But I am on the run line here for the Rockies, which opened up at a 138. It's 142 now, and this line opened up at a 11.5 -125, and it's now at 10.5 -125. It's now 11, so it's moved a half run towards the over, and I kind of agree with that there. Let me get up the cash flow. With 46% of the tickets and 54% of cash on the over, I kind of want to move on this over at 11. I think that's this market's telling us that the over is the play as well. Both these pitchers, I think, get hit. I'm going to add that to my card. Is this over 11 in this spot?
I'm just going to stick to the Marlins fade and grabbing the Rockies run line. I got plus 130 on it, 135, something like that. Not really much of a cap. We fade the Marlins every single day, and going to continue to do so. Boom. Rangers first 5, sure. I love Gavin Williams, one of my favorite Nerfies, along with Corbin. There you go. DeGrom had to leave the Mets to win a ring. That must be awful for Mets fans. DeGrom was a Met for you. He happened to go to a team that ended up winning the World Series with no help from him. It's like he did a school project on A and did no work on the project. I don't consider that a World Series for DeGrom. I personally don't give a shit. He gave us a bunch of good years. The Mets did nothing with it when they, in terms of offense, when they didn't give him any offense when he pitched. And at the end of the day, I was happy the Mets did not re-sign him because I knew he was injury prone. He's been injury prone since his days in Stetson when he got his first Tommy John surgery. No, I don't care that DeGrom won a ring. It is what it is, dude. I think you need to just grow. This game will soar over 11 total. Goddamn. Just bet home run props. Holy pitchers, yeah. Fish can't have a total of 11. No way. Nor even in cores. We saw it last night. They still couldn't hit under. Usually the Marlins nerfing whoever they play money line, but probably gets blown up by Munoz. But so Rockies double result instead. Got it. Doyle and Berger. Go for it. 3 games left, Nick.
I moved on the over 11 -125. Over 11 -125, as well as the Rockies -1. New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks, it's getting a pick 'em with a total of 8.5 in this game. The line opened up at a minus 119 for the Diamondbacks, and it's now even money for these Diamondbacks. So the Mets have gone from dog to favorite in this game. Line opened up at an 8.5, minus 110. It's now an 8.5 and minus 120. So move towards the over here as well. 71% of the tickets and 93% of the cash is on those Arizona Diamondbacks. And they've gone from favorite to dog. The market does not give a shit about any of this Diamondbacks money whatsoever. 94% of tickets, 95% of the cash is on the over here as well. We have this line opening up. Or we have, my bad, not this line opening up. We have the starting pitching matchup here. Sean Manaea and Eduardo Rodriguez. Manaea has been awesome. 2.61 ERA, 0.87 whip, 10.74 strikeouts per nine, which is 30%. 2.03 walks per nine, a 240 BABIP, a 2.39 FIP, and a 303 SIERA. He grades out as one of the better pitchers on the slate. His numbers are pretty close to Schwellenbach's, which have been really strong, to Logan Gilbert's advanced numbers, which are pretty good, to Flaherty's numbers, Logan Webb's numbers. His numbers are right around that range for pitchers on the slate. Eduardo Rodriguez, 3.94 ERA, 1.25 whip, 6.19 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%, 2.25 walks per nine, and 275 BABIP, a 4.17 FIP, and a 4.65 SIERA. The bullpen edge does go towards the Diamondbacks. The hitting edge goes towards the Diamondbacks, 131 WRC plus, which is number 2 in baseball, compared to 115, which is 6th. This line's telling me everything I need to know about this game. They are not worried one bit about any of this Diamondback money. And that's telling me that the Mets are the play in this game. However, I do not want them for the full 9 innings because I will acknowledge the advantage the Diamondbacks have in the bullpen, and I'll acknowledge they have the advantage they have in the bats. I will take the New York Mets in the first 5 innings in this game. I think that's a pretty clear play for me. And that's where I'm going to go here. Mets first 5. I'm going to shop around for the best number.
I will say, if the Mets didn't have the day off yesterday, I wouldn't come close to this game. I'm grabbing the Mets with you. I got it at even money. I think it's just a overall good spot for them here compared to the Diamondbacks, who just had to come back from Boston. So they had to do a cross-country travel. Granted, they had a day off, so both teams had a day off. But the Mets only had to travel from San Diego to Arizona. Arizona had to travel across the country after a East Coast road trip. I think it might be more of a flat spot for the Arizona Diamondbacks in this one. And even though, yes, they've won 6 straight and 12 out of 15 or whatever it is, I am taking the Mets today. I got it at even money. And I think the day off for the Mets after that last game is going to be huge for them. I think that's going to be a really good thing that they had the day off. I got the Mets at even money here.
Yeah, I never even thought about the travel aspect of it.
Doyle.
I got the Mets first 5 at minus 120, by the way.
350 for Doyle's. Mets, Nerfy, and Mets first 5. I like it. Over. I'm gonna go with no. I don't think the over hits. The only hope for the Mets today is that the Snakes have lag from the East Coast road trip. Otherwise, they pound happy Sean Manaea day. It has been a happy Sean Manaea day because the Mets are 8-2 in his last 10 starts. So Manaea has been one of the biggest money makers in terms of starting pitchers for the Mets. So yeah, it's been Manaea days have been very nice to the Mets. I agree. 446. Diamondbacks money line. That's fine. What's up, fellas? I see an over here. I'm gonna say no to the over. I'm still saying no to the over. I like Manaea. McChrystal hits Suarez hit parlay. Snakes on an East Coast for 2 weeks. Mets better win this game. I mean, the Mets need to win every game. Alonso, Alvarez, Nimmo have been horrendous. Alonso and Nimmo, yes. Alvarez, at least he's good defensively. That's what they were saying about the Padres yesterday. Yeah, that was a weird. The Padres are something else. So, if I could pick one college baseball team to play on, it would be Arizona State. Why? Why would you play on Arizona State? Arizona State's college baseball team is awful. Last game didn't end well for the Mets. Good job. It didn't. D-backs hit everything that moves. Then they should win this one easily. Then why are they only a pick 'em at home? Let's keep rolling.
Yeah. Also, a little tidbit. And this may be more for the last game of the series rather than this game. But you know who the Diamondbacks play after the Mets here?
Do they play the Dodgers?
They get a big series against the Dodgers. Saturday to Monday series, which is interesting. Saturday the 31st. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they play into the. That's interesting that they So yeah, they get the Dodgers coming up next as well. But we'll move on though. The Mariners and the Rays. Mariners minus 150 favorites, total of 6.5 in this game. Here it is, another hockey total. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. Line opened up at a 155. It's down to a 147. So we have an 8-cent line moving here towards the Tampa Bay Rays. Line opened up at an 8. It's down to a 7.5. So lines move towards the under here as well. With 96% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the over in this game. The line moving towards the under. 86% of the tickets, 80% of the cash is on the Mariners. The line's moving towards the Rays in this game here. This is very appealing if you're a Tampa Bay backer, the way this market has moved. Let's get into the pitching matchup here, where we have Logan Gilbert and Jeffrey Springs. Springs, a 4.5 ERA, 1.64 whip, 9.82 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 2.86 walks per nine, a 3.85 BABIP, a 4.44 FIP, and a 3.91 SIERA. On the flip side, Logan Gilbert, 5.74 ERA, 1.16 whip, 10.13 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%, 1.69 walks per nine, a 3.11 BABIP, a 2.94 FIP, and a 3.16 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Rays. Hitting edge goes towards the Rays. Both these teams are not hitting, though. The Mariners against lefties, 76 WRC plus, which is 27th. The Rays, 82 against righties, which is 29th. There's no way in hell I'm laying a number with the Mariners. That's just not happening for me. Especially with this low of a total, this tells me variance as well. I mean, that kind of tells when a plus 130 underdog has a minus 180 run line, plus 1.5. Kind of tells me that, the only way you can back the Mariners is a run line in this game, and I think the variance is way too low to even consider that. It's Rays or nothing for me, and I feel like I might add the Rays later in the night. I have a feeling I might. I'm not 100% sure yet, but this is absolutely Rays or nothing for me. The line's moving towards the Rays. They have the bullpen edge, the hitting edge. I don't know how much we'll get from Jeffrey Springs, but I do expect better from Jeffrey Springs, but I also expect better from Logan Gilbert. Neither of these teams hit. I can understand the 6.5 total here. It's a pass for me at the moment, but I can only look Tampa.
Yeah, I have a play in the next game, and then I have nothing for this game. 6.5 total is crazy, but you look at these two teams, and that kind of makes sense. Could this be a too easy under? No, I don't really. It could be, but at the same time, you're going to see totals like this a lot.
The public is on this over, by the way. So this is not like it's a way too easy under where the public are interested in the under. Everybody's on the over in the spot.
Yeah. Not really anything I needed to get involved in. Once again, I'll have a play in the last game, and me and you actually agree for something on one for once.
Yep.
What makes you say that?
It's a crossroads that game.
Arizona is the best state to play baseball in. I disagree. Lightning versus Kraken with this total. I know, right? Seattle.
Right? Oh, Springs, I can't wait to talk some puck.
Springs is not a good pitcher. Late night nerfy with our boy Logan. Seattle pitcher will dominate this Rays lineup. Saw it last night. Rays have been on the West Coast and look dead. Seattle -1. Book it. Get the pen out. Good luck, dude. Yankees, Rangers, Mariners, parlay. If you're so confident with Arizona, you should put it in there too. Seattle has won 3 of 4 since the change. Getting hot playoffs, Tim. No, Seattle's not making the playoffs. That's not happening. Final game of the day, Nick.
Yeah. By the way, I took it. Tampa Bay Rays plus 130 ESPN bet. Tampa Bay Rays plus 130 ESPN bet. Last game of the night, we have the Baltimore Orioles and the LA Dodgers. Minus 185 for the Dodgers, total of 8.5 in this game. And for those wondering, is this a cash cow? The answer is really simply no. This line opened up at a 210 for the Dodgers, and it's gone down to a 185. So decent move towards these Baltimore Orioles. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 110. It's now an 8.5 minus 119. So we'll move towards the over here as well. 96% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the over. Even if this was not the Dodger fade, this market would put me on the Orioles. 11% of the tickets and 58% of the cash is on the Orioles, and the line's moving towards them this much. This market alone would put me on the Orioles. Now, on the flip side, you got to back Cole Irving, 3.68 ERA, 1.50 whip, 8.59 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%, 2.45 walks per nine, a 3.18 BABIP, a 6.03 FIP, and a 3.96 ERA. Jack Flaherty, 3.22 ERA, 1.25 whip, 11.69 strikeouts per nine, which is 30%, 2.01 walks per nine, a 3.26 BABIP, a 3.7 FIP, and a 3.07 ERA. The bullpen edge going towards the Dodgers slightly, and the hitting edge, none. 111 WRC plus for both these teams. Dodgers 111 against lefties, Orioles 111 against righties. I don't think this line should be as big as it is, and this line has dropped from 210 to 185 for a reason. The Orioles are a live underdog in this game. I got them at plus 165. I actually got them at plus 181 because I had a 15% boost on Fanatics.
How about a possible World Series matchup? I know, I'm joking. You
I don't see the Orioles making it that far.
Yeah, I know you don't.
I wouldn't hate this matchup.
Obviously, Orioles every day. I don't have the. I need to update the. What do you call it? Oriole post. So I don't have that on me at the moment. Last time I did was I need to update it from the Sunday night game, which was a loser, I believe. Right? They lost Sunday Night Baseball, right? Yeah, 6-3. So I'll have to fix that. But by the time we get
lost
to
Sunday Night Baseball.
Yes, I saw that. By the time we get done with the show, that will be all good to go.
Yep.
But Nick, do you want to head to the chat, and then you got an ad read, and then we can start going home?
Yeah. Yeah, let's get into the chat here. Where do you leave off? Because I see 145.
It shows 6.
Dodger run line. Here. That's a loss, Nick. Rays lose. Have fun. I will see you on X during that game. We'll see. Because I think the last time you told me a play was a loser, it won. So, because I think there was a game, the Royals-Twins game, and you said that there was no way the Royals were winning that game because the Twins own the Royals. So, yeah. Dodgers real ace on the mound. He's been decent. This game is going to be so fun. Both Earls will be on the O's. Haha. I love it. Max Payne coming. Can't wait. Cool. What 2-team parlay do you guys like? I will go with Rockies money line, and I don't really like that many favorites on today's card. A lot of dogs graded out well. Go Rockies and the over. We'll go Rockies in the over. Maybe you can tease the over down to 10.5. There you go. Rockies and over. Dodgers are going to feast on these Putridos pitching. Maybe. I think that the Orioles can hit a little bit as well. Dodgers at home, -1.5. Betts, Ohtani, Muncy hit parlay. And then there's Tim's status there on Twitter. But if you guys are looking to go to any of these games that we talked about today, I believe you can get – no, that was yesterday. You can get tickets to the White Sox-Tigers game for $3 on I believe that was on SeatGeek. And it was, I think, $6 for the marquee matchup between Miami and Colorado. But if you guys are looking to go to any of these games, check out SeatGeek. They give you a grading system from red to green to tell you which seats and which tickets have the best value. You guys look for value in your sports betting. Look for your value in your ticket buying as well. And if it's your first time using SeatGeek, use the promo code ESB. Save $20 off your first purchase. I saw somebody used our code yesterday, and we got a little reward for it. So,
Yay!
Keep on using our codes when you first sign up at SeatGeek.
Right on. Yanks Seattle is a lock parlay. Housekeeping. Yes, housekeeping. We'll go to the housekeeping part. If you guys do the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. All of them are linked down below. Make sure you guys are checking out the Cappets because we're posting up all of our plays individually on there, and we're also on the site as well. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can check out all of those as well. Recap. Royals for me. I like the Nationals plus 1.5. I took a shot with the Twins -1.5. I took Milwaukee. I took the Rockies run line. I took the Mets and the Orioles. Nick?
Yeah. Astros money line plus 125. LA, Detroit, first 5 under 5.5, -135. Washington Nationals, first 5, $2 on that one. Toronto, Boston, first 5 over 5, -115. Full game over 9.5, -115. Milwaukee Brewers, -110. Texas, Chicago, first 5 under 4 with a heavy lean towards those White Sox. Rockies -1, -109, and full game over 11, -125. New York Mets, first 5 money line, -120. Tampa Bay Rays, plus 130. Baltimore Orioles, plus 165. One thing I was wondering real quick with that last game, with the Baltimore Orioles game, is this the biggest dog line we've had on the Orioles since Adley Rushing came up?
Oh, I don't know about that. But this is definitely the biggest dog price we've gotten them at all year. If anyone needs a parlay piece, Flaherty is 22-23 on the over 4.5 strikeouts in a game that weren't injury shortened for this year. There you go. Laughing. Play the housekeeping. Oh, shoot, I didn't. I do not like Nick's parlay today, but good luck. I want my wrench back. No. Favorite play today, Rangers run line. Not going to talk you off of it. That is going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back again with another one tomorrow. Peace out, guys.